So today we're gonna look at the matrix, how to get into the matrix and why you would utilize the matrix. And it's a great attack, so let's get into it. So we're gonna start in the collar sleeve guard. And I did a video, like a comprehensive video on the collar sleeve guard, how to get to it, as well as some of your attacks, like you have triangles, we have omoplatas, we have X guard, so stuff like that too. So I'm just gonna have you guys start with the collar and the sleeve here. Guys, make sure you're on your side. A lot of people stay very square, which is okay when I'm maybe gonna transition out of this position, but typically I wanna stay more on my side, okay? So once I have my gripping, again, guys, I wanna pull him into my legs. So there should be a little bit of tension in my body. I shouldn't be too relaxed. I shouldn't just be pulling and not pushing, or pushing and not pulling. So there's gonna be like a balance, okay? And I like to really stiffen my body, because if he tries to move around a little bit, Pedro. Exactly, he should feel kind of stuck, right? So once I'm here, I can switch to this cross sleeve guard, looking for an underhook. I will also go here, especially if he tries to break this grip, because he's already kind of pulling his arm into me. He's already bringing his arm to me. Go again, Pedro. So you just intercept it. So it's a great entry, especially if someone's tough. I can go 2-on-1 here, especially when I go against strong guys. And man, these guys are strong. So sometimes the one hand on the sleeve is not enough. So once I go 2-on-1, I'm a lot stronger, okay? From here, this opens up a path to his leg. So I'm just gonna underhook. So again, if I was too far away here, he's probably gonna step back, Pedro. You're gonna miss it. So that's why we start on our side, guys. Here, cross sleeve, underhook. When I underhook, I'm looking to get my fingers onto his shin, and I really want to get his ankle in the crook of my arm, and I'm flexing there. So if he tries to try to move your leg a little bit, it's stuck. So guys, don't be loose here, because circle your leg through this space, Pedro. Bring it through there. Yeah, man, super easy. So stay tight here. Guys, I have omoplata. I can go to X guard here. So this cross sleeve guard is very powerful. You see guys like a lot of Cobrinhas guys, like Isaac Doderline, and also like Kennedy Cobra Jr. They use this cross sleeve guard very effectively, especially with the sit-up guard. So when I'm here, especially against someone really tough, a competitive guy, he's gonna posture up very hard. And look how far he is. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get that omoplata. And even if I try to go for X guard, a lot of times they'll backstep. So I don't really have any attacks outside of this matrix that we're gonna look at today. So when I'm here, I like to keep holding the sleeve. We can look at what happens if I lose the sleeve. Sometimes the guy will do a cross break. A lot of Atos guys will do that. But we're just gonna keep the sleeve for now. And guys, I wanna keep that underhook. And my goal is gonna be to rock onto my shoulder. You guys see how I'm moving? Using that free leg. But I maintain the foot that was on the hip. I keep it there. I'm not gonna move it, because if I lose it, I lose my whole guard position. So I'm kind of rotating myself onto my shoulder. And if I can, I'll try to keep the foot that's on the hip more inside between his legs. I really don't want to take it out, because push with your left hand, push my heel off, Pedro. Yeah. He can force me out of the guard. So I want to keep that foot kind of more in towards his body, between his legs. So as I pull myself, I'm going to try to hook his thigh. Hook his thigh, his hamstring, and the crook of his knee, okay? So that gives people a lot of hard time for some reason. So again, he's got to posture up for me to get into this. Or he doesn't have to, but it sets it up perfectly. So he postures up. I like to keep holding that sleeve, guys, and use that to pull myself. See how I pull myself into the position? And then I come down heavy onto like his calf, the crook of his knee. From here, so the order is very important. I show this to my students, and they kind of screw up the order sometimes. But I have to control the guy, because it's going to be easy for him to turn into me or run away. He's going to try to fight out of this position. So go off the sleeve, and then I go to the hip, grab in the pant. Okay, guys? You can grab for the belt, but sometimes that belt's not there. A lot of competitors won't tie their belt very well. So you're like here, and it start stretching, and then it's gonna impact your sweep, your back take. So I like to grab in the pant. Try to stay out the underwear if you can. Sometimes you gotta grab in the underwear though. Hey, it is what it is. Once I'm here, Also, I want to know if he's very tall, if you're doing this against someone very tall, like posture up Pedro, I need to use that leg to pull him down. Okay. Also, note my inside leg is still kind of supported. It's not relaxing. Okay. So I'm keeping it very strong. From here, I'm going to escape my hand. And this will depend on his leg. If he's putting weight on me, I can kind of push his leg out and escape my bottom leg. Or, come back, Pedro. Yeah. There. If he's got a lot of weight on his heel where I can't move, that's fine too. So I had an underhook. I'm going to post my hand out. And look, I'm not bringing my elbow over his ankle because there's no space. I want to keep using my forearm to frame his leg. And now I can bring my bottom leg through. Especially if he's kind of tight, I'll push him away and then come through that empty space here. Now I'm going to make an X with my legs, guys, like this. And sometimes I'll even kind of flex my feet onto his thigh just so he can't really move too well. So here you might still be able to scramble away, but here, once I lock him down, it's going to be hard. And then now I'm just going to pull him into me. At the same time, grabbing two hands on his pant. And I'm going to slide my bottom leg out into a crab ride position. And then, you know, old school, we like to pull the person in and then push them away. And then start to take the back. Okay, let's look at that again. So guys, again, we're in the collar sleeve guard, cross sleeve, underhook. From here, he goes to posture up. So now, you know, I really have to go for this move. I don't really have any other options. I'm rotating, rocking myself onto my shoulder. And I like to keep my hips off the mat when I do that. Okay, if you just try to bring your leg over, you're gonna put a lot of stress on your knee. I've actually had a few students hurt their knees here, especially against a big person, and the big person kind of sits down. You know, there's so much stress on my knee here. So it's better to rock your whole body into the move. So stay tight on the sleeve, pull yourself onto your shoulder, and then I come down heavy, let go of the sleeve, go for the pant. Now I escape my hand. If I feel like I'm having trouble getting this, I'm gonna push him out a little bit to escape my hand. And then look, I bring the bottom leg through, make an X with my legs. Especially here, if he tries to stay up, Pedro, I can really like, man, once they get the X on your legs, that's kind of it. And then we can pull them down and start attacking the back. Especially here, I'll really like to stay heavy on the collar. You'll see a lot of the guys that do crab rides. They're so hyper aggressive on that collar. And once they see your back, man, they just keep going, keep going. So guys like Tommy Langaker and Espen, man, they're just so hyper aggressive when they go for your back. So let's look at it one more time, and then I'll add what happens when they break your sleeve grip. I can do this side too. So collar sleeve, cross sleeve, underhook, he postures up. Again, I'm rocking onto my shoulder. And when I do this, I don't want to go over his arm because he's too far away. I don't have anything. So I like to just go through, okay? Also, make sure you're staying on that hip, guys. Stay close to the ankle too as much as possible. So I'm rocking myself over here. And I can even go lower on his leg here. Let go of the sleeve, grab the pant. Now I escape my bottom arm through and push here, or keep your leg more posted on the mat, Pedro. Post your heel down. Yeah, put your heel to the mat. There, that's fine. Escape my hand, kind of hip through. Now, once you get the X on the legs, man, he's goner. And what you'll see a lot of times, I'm gonna keep my positioning. Pedro, I want you to go to your shoulder here. Roll to your shoulder, just straight down. There. And so now we get into like more of the modern crab ride, which we'll probably look at in a different video. But just realize the guys are super hyper aggressive here. You know, man, they see your back, dude. They're gonna, I'll link a few videos, but man, they're hyper aggressive. I can't explain it. They're just like, they just keep going for your back, keep leg pummeling, keep reaching for your collar. It's pretty bad. So let's look at what happens if they break your grip. You'll see this a lot with like really good competitors or anybody that has a storm gi. If they got a storm gi, you might lose that grip, man. So again, collar sleeve, cross sleeve, underhook. Now he goes to posture up. So sometimes he breaks, maybe I lose a grip here. You know, maybe they're super quick in posturing up, or maybe he does a cross grip break. So use your other hand to push it across there. Okay, so we keep that leg on that hip, man. Don't move it. So now we're doing the same matrix. So, you know, in the gi, it's the same move as the K guard. So in the gi, we say matrix. In no gi, they say K guard. It's the same stuff. So he broke my grip. That's fine. I'm gonna gable grip on his calf here, keeping that inside leg strong. And look, I pull his knee between my legs. Now I cross over. Okay. Again, I can go lower. You know, just get as low as you can in that crook of the knee. Same setup. Grab for the pant. Move the hand under. Escape your bottom leg through. And then look, crab ride. And take the back. So that's the K guard. That's what latch line Giles did at ADCC. Man, same move, man. Let's look at that one more time. So cross sleeve, underhook, posture up. I lose my grip. So you gotta be quick in getting the calf. Look, I bring my leg again off the mat, my hip off the mat, and cross over. From here, escape the arm, bottom leg comes through. X with my legs. And then crab ride positioning. Take the back. So guys, that was the matrix. I'm not an expert at it, but I can do it. You know, I'm decent enough to do it. And I've also fought some of the best guys at it. So it's a good move. One thing I would want to say, some of the guys that do the matrix, come up, Pedro. They will feed that, you know, the foot I kept on the hip, they will feed it to the cross hip. I've seen some guys do this, but I don't think it's the best option because I can still do the same move. You know, I can still do the same move set. But I'm gonna have Pedro do it on me and I'll show you why. So cross sleeve, underhook. Yeah, bring that leg over. There. So keep this more shallow. And then this one, so guys, I like to keep this foot here because push it into my hip, Pedro. Yeah, this is gonna be hard to clear. But if he goes my far hip, you know, there is a little bit of space, especially if I posture up. If I'm able to push this down and look, I can just jump to his back. I can just jump to his back and then look, we're back in that crab ride, right? Here. Leg drag, you know, bolo series. So I like to keep that leg a little bit tighter. Let's have Pedro do the matrix on me. I don't like being matrix in real life, but if it's Pedro, I'll let him do it to me. There. So yeah, keep this heavy, Pedro. Exactly. Now grab the pant with that hand. Then you're gonna escape your bottom hand through. So bring it under, like straight to your chest. So don't worry about pushing me so much. You can even push me with that and get your hand through that space there. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. So bring it to your body. Do it again. So bring your arm back. So escape your arm through that space.
Oh, my arm.
Yeah, there. And so you don't want to go too far. You want to keep your forearm there. So now you're gonna bring your knee through this space here. Yeah, so just slide it through. So you can bring it through and then slide it. Yeah, keep going. There you go. And then just pull me. Once you get that X, I'm gonna have you do it again. Once you get that X on my leg, I'm a goner. I can't fight anymore. So cross sleeve. Leg comes through. Exactly there. Grab the pant. Once you get this, I can't move anywhere. Grab like the actual pant in the hip. Yeah. I can't move. Escape your bottom hand through. So get your arm through first, Pedro. Get that arm through. And just post off my shin. Yeah, exactly. Now bring your leg through that space. I'm gonna try to fight you a little bit. Pull me down, Pedro. You ain't getting away, man. So guys, that's the matrix, super powerful move. The benefit of moves like this, people, they don't know how to address the position. So it's like they're a wild animal and you're trying to put like a harness on them. They're bucking, but you have a game plan. So when you're able to trap that leg, and man, they see your back, they're gonna keep attacking. So guys, that was the matrix. Hope you guys enjoy this move. Thanks to Pedro. Thanks for having me at your school, Pedro. Guys, Pedro's always been a great friend for me. Always gave me a lot of support. So I'll link his information somewhere. Go follow him for great tips. And that's it, guys. Until next time, peace, peace, peace. And ciao. I'm dead.